Hello, I'm here literally in Rick Anthony's office. I think all of you know who Rick is and what Rick does. I'm filming this snapshot a little bit sooner because, well, I'm going to tell you why. You know, people, as I visit schools, people tell me, I've heard lots of times, hey, I've never had a superintendent in my room before. I've never even seen a superintendent before. Well, I'm going to do something today that I don't know that you've ever seen a superintendent do, and that's take a step backwards and apologize. Let me tell you about this. The morning that I filmed the last snapshot, the famous cart before the horse snapshot, I'd worked with a number of people in a number of different situations, people whose schools have changed over the last 10 and 15 and 20 years, a number of different situations. And the demographics have changed, the socioeconomics have changed, the whole feel has changed, and these are folks who didn't want to change. And you know, there's a bit of an attitude that I've worked through again with a number of different folks. You know what? I'm going to keep doing things the way I've been doing them for 20 and 25 and 30 years, and if they don't like the way I'm doing these things, then they should go somewhere else. Well, that doesn't strike a real nice chord with me, because I receive a report annually of how many Granite students, how many kids that live in the Granite area do not attend Granite schools. And you know, right now about 5,200 students have decided to leave. Now that's nearly 10% of our student body, and I don't think that's a tenable number. So I got the question and did the snapshot in that context, and I read that question in the sense of, you know what, I don't want to do any of this technology stuff, I just want to keep doing things the way I've done it. Now I didn't respond to that question. To that question I probably responded well. But to the question that the teacher really asked me, I don't think I answered her question well. And for that I apologize. And I say that because I received, gosh, probably a dozen comments here. And I've got to tell you, I'm sincerely heartened by what I've been reading. I've got lots of folks here who've written in and said, Martin, we get it. We're with you. We want to make the change. We need to make the change. We don't have all of the professional learning that we probably need to actually implement the change. But the fact is, there are road bumps with the technology. It's not all smooth. I've got somebody here who yesterday, the wireless was down, and so 120 laptops and 90 iPods weren't usable. Now you know what? That's a real road bump. You are absolutely right. And are we getting the cart before the horse there? You know, using the analogy the way that was intended by the teacher who wrote me the email in the first place, wrote the question in the first place. We need to be able to get the cart where it needs to be. The cart can't be broken. The cart can't have a broken wheel. Now there are going to continue to be road bumps. Ben, who's filming me here, reminded me that we want to keep these short because people don't like to watch them when they're 6 minutes long. But you know, I remember very clearly my grandmother telling me about, Ben's shaking his head, I can't believe you're doing this. My grandmother telling me about her dad buying a Model A and driving to Provo with it. And they had to stop every 5 miles or so on these dirt roads and get out and get water out of the ditch to refill the radiator and patch a tire, because the tube tires were blowing all the time, and they got down to Provo. But you know what? My great-granddad did not wait until 1940 to buy a car, because even under those conditions it was faster to get to Provo in that Model A than it was walking. So folks, I'm very sensitive to the challenges that you face. I appreciate you sending me these. I want you to look right over here. I don't know how well the camera will pick this up, but this is Rick Anthony's email. That's his Outlook. And I would like you, when you have these kinds of issues, I'd like to invite you to send those to him. Now he knows I'm in here filming, and he's expecting your onslaught of emails. And so would you send those to him? Let him know he's responsible for coordinating that the technology works, that we've got smooth roads instead of bumpy roads. Thanks so very much, and I mean that sincerely, for all that you do.